that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Tannehill's pass.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
It's a gain of
quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tannehill. Able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Goal, Tennessee.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
On the play.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Titans 3.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Yeah, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
The 38-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Pass. Intended.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Humphreys on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside. Out of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
10. Titans 3.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34 on the carry.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 45.
Here's Minshew. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson.
Minshew's pass.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third and 7.
Minshew sets to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up second and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the
back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Draw play. This is Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
The tackle made by Mike.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, it's Henry, and he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Derrick Henry on
10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So Minshew and the Jaguars trailing 17-10, a minute 11 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. The throw taken in by Cole.
Cole. That's good for a Jaguar.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff